gonna take off the handcuffs, okay? But
yeah, I don't have a statement. I don't want to be detained in these handcuffs like this. I'm properly if I haven't committed a crime or done that.
Okay. All right, give us a second, okay?
I'm hoping in your future that once you're done with your federal prison time, that you can be really successful on federal probation and have a really bright future where you can reach your full potential in every aspect of your life. Best of luck to you, Mr. Golden.
Rappers have been reacting to YoungBoy's nightmare jail situation, and his lawyers have found a way to use them as advantages for his release. Because when you're taken back to the day he was sentenced, the day started with a fan hacking into the court sound system and yelling, "Free YoungBoy."
Free YB, man. Free YB.
Everyone needs to stay muted. Okay.
Free YB.
All right. Mr. Golden's case is already been called. He's done with court today. For those of you interested, everyone keep yourselves muted.
Free YB. Free YB.
Free YB.
Just after the fan was screaming for YoungBoy, he entered the courtroom smiling and laughing from the support he was receiving from the hacker. YoungBoy's official sentencing began with the judge reading out the summary of his case and stating that on March 10th, 2021, YoungBoy was charged with 1 count of firearm possession as a convicted felon and 1 count of possession of an unregistered firearm. YoungBoy was caught outside with his crew recording a music video in a neighborhood. YoungBoy and his crew were loud, playing music and dancing on the hood of cars for the music video. This was until a lady down the street recognized what was going on. She called 911 and described to the police several men were dancing around and swinging firearms in the air. Once police arrived on the scene, they almost instantly recognized YoungBoy and arrested him.
So yesterday at court, the body cam footage of the officer who put the cuffs on YoungBoy back in September during that music video, that was shown, and it was very interesting because the cop comes right up to him, you know, whatever, he puts the cuffs on him. And then YoungBoy's reaction is kind of hilarious. I thought it might be interesting for y'all. He was like, yo, big dog, man, what you doing, man? Why you putting these cuffs on me? That's what he was calling the cop. He was calling the cop big dog. He's like, big dog, you up right now. I didn't do nothing. You could search me. I got nothing on me. Cop doesn't listen. Cop puts him in and the whole time YoungBoy's like, yo, man, what you doing, man? Big dog, why? And it really goes to show you a lot about this case. YoungBoy didn't think he did anything wrong. He didn't think that they were going to go and start taking footage from music videos and said, you held a gun in a music video and you're a felon and that's a federal felony and you're going to face 3 to 5 years. No, and it really shows you that these federal laws, as applied to kids like NBA YoungBoy from the hood, are extremely unfair and extremely punitive, and we need to take a good long look on what's going on there.
While YoungBoy was getting arrested, his cameraman had to delete any footage of YoungBoy holding a firearm for the music video. Because YoungBoy is a convicted felon, he's not allowed to have a firearm. Unfortunately, before the cameraman finished deleting the footage, the police confiscated it, giving the police clear evidence of YoungBoy flexing firearms on video. YoungBoy's defense team argued in court that the camera was obtained illegally without a warrant, but it didn't hold up. It announced YoungBoy lost his appeal with the feds, and now prosecutors can use footage of him holding firearms to convict him.
Update on NBA YoungBoy. He lost the appeal with the federal appeals court. He can take it up to the Supreme Court. What happened? So the federal judge, the lower court, ruled in his favor. She said that the video of him holding what looks like to be a is suppressed. Can't be used at trial against him. The way you guys obtained it, you violated his constitutional rights. Now, the government went to the Fifth Circuit United States Court of Appeals. The Fifth Circuit said, you know what, we have a different decision, and we're going to say that the government can use that evidence. It is going to be allowed in the case. Now, YoungBoy's got a couple of options. One, he can appeal to the Supreme Court. I fully expect they will appeal to the Supreme Court. Two, you got to go to the government and say, look, this guy was locked up for a long amount of time. I think he was locked up for almost a year. He's been on house arrest for almost a year. How much time do you want him to serve, and think about doing a plea bargain? Ultimately, you can also take this case to trial and try to beat the feds and go 2-0 against them. He's previously beaten a federal.
Jumping back to the day he was sentenced, everyone in the courtroom began to cry for him. Before the judge did the sentencing, he gave YoungBoy an inspiring message. Court reporters announced the judge gave YoungBoy a positive message about him being robbed of his talent and potential due to his addiction, and wished him the best of luck after he's out of prison in the future.
Mr. Golden, I've seen so many times that good men and women who have a lot of talent and potential, that they can be robbed of that potential when they start to really struggle with their addiction. So I don't want that for you. You seem like a very talented young man. I'm hoping in your future that once you're done with your federal prison time, that you can be really successful on federal probation and have a really bright future where you can reach your full potential in every aspect of your life. Best of luck to you, Mr. Golden.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your
further?
Honor. That's all I have, if I
Okay.
could be excused.
You may.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you all.
YoungBoy walked into court that day knowing there was no way out. He accepted a plea deal, with the official terms sentencing him 23 months in prison, 5 years of probation, and a $200,000 fine. However, good news came out for YoungBoy. His lawyer gave an update on the case stating, "I wrapped up YoungBoy's case. He got 23 months, but because of how we worked it with time served on another case in Louisiana, he should be out in 3 or 4 months." This was great news for YoungBoy, but it's important to note that's just one crime YoungBoy has faced. He skipped a court appearance a couple of years ago for another case, which made him a wanted man. The FBI staked out his Louisiana mansion until YoungBoy was seen opening the gate of his home and driving out. The FBI followed YoungBoy with their sirens, but he wouldn't stop. YoungBoy continued onto the highway and started the high-speed chase. After a few minutes of evading the police's orders to pull over, he finally did. However, it was just a trick, because once the feds pulled over behind him and got out, YoungBoy floored it down the highway. He ran into traffic not long after, which had him exiting onto the regular streets. Once he got far ahead of the feds, he jumped out of the car and started a chase on foot. But it was a terrible decision to do so, considering his outfit consisted of designer shoes, skinny jeans, a jacket, and chains. Probably not the best fit to run away from cops, but before he was surrounded and taken in, YoungBoy cut through a fan's backyard. The fan was home and posted pictures of YoungBoy running away from a federal agent in his backyard, but YoungBoy was caught soon after and thrown into the back of a police cruiser.
You know, talk to us, tell
As
us
soon
what
as we're
happened,
done-
or
as
no?
soon as we're done with everything,
we'll take off the handcuffs, okay? But
Yeah, I don't have a statement. I don't want to be detained in these handcuffs like this. I'm properly if I haven't committed a crime or done that.
Okay. All right. Give us a second, okay?
Okay, no voluntary statement.
Hey, he's not willing to give a
So,
statement.
you know, any statement, any voluntary statement?
No, sir. Mr.
No, okay.
Martinez, I don't want to give a statement. I don't want to be in this.
These were serious charges against YoungBoy. From speed racing, resisting arrest, and public endangerment charges, they weren't something to take lightly. However, YoungBoy has millions of dollars and bought the best lawyers in the game. They got him a bond out of jail, with the details being shared.
For YoungBoy out of California is a $540,000 bond. He put up $500,000 in cash. In addition, he put up as collateral 2 properties worth in excess of $1.5 million, and he has to wear an ankle monitor. However, he's not going to be on house arrest. According to the bond set by the California judge, he simply has to wear the ankle monitor but is otherwise free to travel. This is very big. Why? Given that the California judge found that these circumstances are sufficient for a YoungBoy, why would a Louisiana judge find any differently? The Louisiana judge is looking at the same facts, he's looking at the same charges, and he's making a decision under the exact same federal law. Sure, it's a different court and a different circuit, and the way the laws are applied varies somewhat from state to state, from circuit. It shouldn't vary a lot. If this California judge said, hey, this much money and these restrictions are good, it would be very, very weird for a Louisiana judge to say, oh no amount of money and no restrictions. That would be very uncommon. I fully expect that the Louisiana judge on Tuesday will release YoungBoy on.
YoungBoy was lucky to be offered such a good plea deal. Not to mention that prosecutors love to make an example out of rappers so that they can make a public statement. YoungBoy was lucky for the deal he got. However, it continues the sad downfall that YoungBoy's been on lately. From being cool with every rapper early in his career and staying somewhat out of trouble, he's only acted out worse in recent years. He began creating constant beef and rapping incriminating lyrics about himself. When YoungBoy was arrested for the high-speed chase, Choppa supported him by releasing a song titled Free YoungBoy. But Choppa felt wronged by YoungBoy when he made diss tracks about fallen rappers in the industry. YoungBoy dropped the song Bring the Hook in 2022, which disses O-Block and King Von's passing. This is why Choppa began to hate YoungBoy. The music industry reacted to the diss track with academics tweeting, YoungBoy on Demon Time right now, and he dropping another tape. But Lil Reese defended King Von by tweeting, that ain't no Demon Time, he just rapping like the rest of these rappers all rap. And Choppa added his 2 cents and sided with Reese by replying, I stamped that, showing he doesn't like the disrespect YoungBoy was throwing out there. But with how intense YoungBoy is, he ramped up the beef by rapping about Choppa. I bet your mama will be destroyed when we send you to God for making statements, choosing sides about my beef with them boys. I could say I saw it, you could say I was your favorite, which is when we'd later see Choppa talking about YoungBoy on DJ Academic's podcast.
He's not able to defend his name, bro, and it be a lot going on within his name about him when, to me, bro, he a real stand-up dude, and it was just unfortunate how it happened. Like, he came to a person as a man.
Choppa followed it up with an interview with DJ Vlad, just sharing his thoughts on the situation.
When you heard that, what'd you think?
It was funny to me. I feel like, you know, it's not serious when it hit the neck. It's funny. I mean, it's just entertainment to me.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. Good song. Nice bars.
But this just continued a rap war with YoungBoy against everyone. Even JayDaYoungan, a fellow Louisiana native with YoungBoy, got into some problems with each other. You'd never think it would have been problems between them at first though, considering Jay used to praise YoungBoy.
Me and YoungBoy, soon we will be making music together. I'm a fan of YoungBoy music. Yeah, we gonna collaborate pretty soon and put on for our state, because when we do, I feel like this is gonna be one of the hardest collaborations ever.
The two dropped a song titled Up With Me, but they had a falling out shortly after. Jay shared a snippet of an unreleased YoungBoy song on Instagram. YoungBoy commented on the post saying, "Delete this now. I don't know how you even got my song. I don't mess around like that." It seemed like a genuine mistake from Jay, but he didn't back down and said he wouldn't take disrespect from anyone.
I'm a real and I stand on everything, you hear me? Ain't no gonna play with me, ain't gonna disrespect me.
Jay even dissed YoungBoy on the song titled 38K with the lyrics, "You put that comment on my post. They laughed about that, but I was laughing when your baby mama was on me," with photos leaking that Jay had been linking with one of YoungBoy's baby mamas. But that was a step too far against YoungBoy, as he nearly caught him lacking in the streets and then took this video.
You be hiding. We real headhunters, man. Come on, man. Open their mouth, came to what they was, man. Oh,